What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video here on the Samurai Radio Sports Network. And today is Monday, so usually I'm not going to have a video on Sunday to take a break to record the videos for the week. And then Monday is when you'll get the first video at 3 p.m. EST every day. Unfortunately, this will be going out a little late. I've been waiting for my voice before I started recording more to be close to fully recovered. And it's just about there. But this is the first episode of Samuraii Speaks, at least the revived Samuraii Speaks. And the first topic, as you see by the title, is the 2016-2017 NBA season, in parentheses, why it was awful. Now, although I think a lot of people, especially Warriors fans, would like to debate that the 2016-2017 season was amazing. Obviously, they won the championship in 5 games, 4-1 against Cleveland Cavaliers, which Cleveland probably should have had a lead on that. They choked away 2 games, to be perfectly honest with you. But yeah, they should have definitely had 3 games in that series at the very least. But I don't know. From the perspective of a Heat fan, I think this series was, or not the series, I think the season from the perspective of a Heat fan, a Miami Heat fan, I think that the season was a slam dunk. We got to see development in young players. We got to see what they would be like when they struggled and how they'd bounce back. One of them being Josh Richardson. You know, he struggled for a little bit and then he bounced back and he was able to prove himself in those kind of clutch moments. We got to see what Dion Waiters can do when he gets the opportunity. We got to see Goran and Dion develop as a duo. And we got to see Hassan Whiteside become more of that franchise player. He had a couple game winners in there. He was definitely the reason why we won a couple games, if not more. And you can see he's going to be basically a double-double a night guy. So that's perfect. We're starting to, I guess, mold into what we should be. So that's fine. So for the Heat perspective, that's great. I guess from a Laker perspective, that's cool too, because you guys got Lonzo Ball, and I guess that's great for you. I'm not too much of a yippee-ki-yay about Lonzo Ball, as some others might be, but to each their own, obviously. But I don't know. I think it was good for us. I think it might have been good for the Thunder to see Russell Westbrook post up that career year that he did. I think it was good for the Celtics. Maybe Milwaukee. That's about it, honestly. The Rockets, I guess. But as a whole, taking the playoffs and the regular season in total, I mean, this season sucked. I mean, we all knew that come June, it was going to be Warriors and LeBron and the Cavs. I don't think a single person thought, yeah, I mean, like, the Celtics could do it. The Spurs could do it. I mean, like, I thought for a second at the beginning of the year, I said, you know what? I'm going to go rogue. It's going to be Spurs Celtics. That was in August of 2016. Like, that was a long time ago, obviously. I don't understand what the hype is about the NBA season. I think a lot of us, I mean, to be perfectly honest with you guys, I watched all 82 games of the Heat season. I'm a Miami fan, Miami Heat, Miami Dolphins. I'm not really a fan of the Marlins, but that's not the point of this video. But we were fine. The NBA, on the other hand, I watched 3 playoff games. I watched Game 1 of Chicago Celtics. I watched Game 4 of Warriors Cavs and Game 5 of Warriors Cavs. And that was it. Out of the entire playoffs. Not because it was like, I'm not going to watch the playoffs. Just because it was boring. Why am I going to watch all these teams play when their games were boring? The Warriors completely swept through the Western Conference. The Celtics dismantled every team in their, the Cavs dismantled every team in their way. Why am I going to sit here and put my time into watching the NBA playoffs, if I know it's going to be Cavs and it's going to be the Warriors. I mean, all credit to Kevin Durant. Like, congrats, you know, like you got it, you got your chip, but honestly, I think even as a Heat fan, I mean, I enjoyed having LeBron, Chris Bosh, and D Wade. That was awesome. I mean, to see D Wade get some help that he definitely needed, and to see him stay here at the time and not go to Chicago was outstanding for me because, hell, we get to keep D Wade, Mr. 305, in my opinion. Wade County, we got to keep him here. And not only that, we added 2 great All-Stars. Now, I feel like Chris Bosh was really underutilized. I feel like just right now what's happening with Kevin Love, I feel like Kevin Love can be a 20-point, 10-rebound guy a night. And I think he's being underutilized in Cleveland. And, of course, we got the best player in the entire world in LeBron James. So, I mean, how could you not be happy about that? But the one thing I bring up is at least in the finals 3 times, the Oklahoma City finals was not going to be competitive, not from the start of it. I mean, I think everyone knew even after Oklahoma City won a game that it was still going to be 4-1, and that was going to be it, really. But we had 3 competitive finals. We had competitive playoff series between the Celtics and the Pacers. Even we had a semi-competitive one. I think Pistons went to like 6 games. I mean, that was competitive. The West was ultra competitive. You didn't know if it was going to be OKC or the Spurs or a wild card team that might go out there, maybe the Clippers. I mean, it was competitive. It was not boring. And I know a lot of people say, well, oh man, these guys compete every day. But do you expect a team of Devin Booker, Eric Bledsoe, and what? Who else do they have? Alex Len to beat the Cavs in a 7-game series? They might as well just wave the white flag. That's a 4-zip. I mean, do you expect the Heat to beat the Warriors in a 7-game series? Yeah, right? I mean, like, I love the Heat, but there's no way we beat the Warriors in a 7-game series. With KD, I mean, the only reason why we might have a chance is because of Hassan and Waiters and Goran, but that's about it. I mean, like, we have a great bench, but who do we have that's going to cover KD? Who do we have that's going to cover Steph and Clay and Draymond? That's already in itself horrible. Like, do you expect the Knicks to play the Warriors? The Knicks? I mean, come on. Out of the playoff teams, the Raptors, the Celtics to play the Warriors? Yeah, right, those are sweeps. If the Warriors basically almost sweep the Cavs, you think they're not going to sweep the rest of these teams? And the Cavs are the best team in the East. I mean, that's crazy in itself. And you think any team in the East is really going to outlast the Cavs to get to the finals? Yeah, right. I mean, LeBron's the best player in the entire world. Do you think he's going to lose in the Eastern Conference? How weak it is right now? That's a joke. I mean, I hated the playoffs this year. I hated the NBA season. Like, when the Heat were losing, I hated it. When the Heat were winning, I hated it. I mean, there were some nice flashes. Hassan hit a game winner against Detroit. Waiters hit a game winner against the Warriors. Like, there were flashes, don't get me wrong, at least for the Heat. I mean, we saw some flashes, like on Christmas Day a little bit. We saw some flashes at the beginning of the year, but once you saw that it wasn't going to take KD and the Warriors to, and it's not Steph or Draymond or Clay, this is KD's team. Don't get this messed up. KD's the best player on that team, without a doubt. Without a doubt. Without KD, there's no way they win the finals this year. And that's just me being honest. You expect the Warriors to beat the Cavs team that was like sweeping through people. The reason why the Warriors swept through people is because KD's freaking God. He can play center, power forward, small forward, shooting guard, point guard. And hell, with the Warriors, they don't even have positions. Like, they just play. Like, I don't get people. They love this season so much. I don't understand why. But I don't think you expect a team in the East to beat the Cavs. I don't think you expect a team in the West to even get close to be in the Warriors God squad. I mean, I don't get it. I think it's crazy. I think people are whack. I don't know what they're thinking. To each their own, honestly. They can think what they want to think. But in this person's opinion, man, the NBA season sucked. It was god awful.